For a year-round garden in warm climates, here are the things we're starting in August.
Fall is considered off-season and it'll be difficult to find seedlings, but the seed section is well stocked.
Starting with those warm season crops that can go ahead and be direct sowed, but kept well watered, especially in hot and dry climates like mine in North Texas. Or towards the end of the month, some of those cool root season crops that'll do much better in cooler weather and direct sowed. Not forgetting to give a good head start, like starting indoors, for our largest cool season crops. For exact dates, make sure to go ahead and check your first frost date and calculate back to make sure you have enough time for harvest. Be sure to add on a couple of weeks, knowing that our daylight hours are waning as we get closer to winter. These seed time to harvest are often assuming perfect conditions. We kick off with our warm season crops that are going to perish with first frosts. Make sure you have enough time in your zone to make it worthwhile to start these seeds. Bush beans, of course, direct sow if you can. Make sure to keep them well watered, along with zucchini, yellow squash, and of course, cucumbers. If you're worried about the squash vine borer, or squash bug, supposedly pest pressure is less in the fall. So good luck to us all. Onto onions and herbs. If you're into bulbing onions and you want to have a good harvest come May, the biggest bulbs are always started the prior fall. Start these from seeds now. Get them pencil inch thick so that by the time winter rolls around, they'll be ready to overwinter. Bunching onions. These are started very similarly to the bulbing onions, so might as well get these started at the same time. And while we're at it, more cool season herbs like parsley, which I personally love, should go and be started now. You can start them indoors if it's too hot outside, or in a shaded microclimate of your garden. Lastly, winter is so drab without any real flowers, so I always like to have some flowers going in the garden. Bonus points if they're edible. Speaking of cool season, we're now moving into all of our cool season crops, which means that they're all going to be frost tolerant, if not frost hardy. They're not going to be bothered by frost. So go ahead and start them knowing that if a light frost comes around, these will probably survive and be okay. Starting with lettuces, of course. Go ahead and get these started indoors because right now it's too hot outside, or in a shaded microclimate of your garden. And then with spinach and kale, these are also good ones to go ahead and get started so that once cooler weather rolls around, you can go ahead and plant them in the ground and will take off. And then lastly, we get to our largest cool season vegetables, which truly need a good head start. Some of these will take 4 months to grow, if not longer, considering the waning days. So be sure to get these started indoors, taking advantage so that when it's cool enough, you can get them outside with as much sunlight as possible to develop more quickly and give you a sooner harvest. Bonus points if you can find smaller varieties that will give you a harvest sooner rather than later. And then we get to the rest of our cool season crops, mostly root vegetables, but all recommended for direct sow when cooler weather hits. For me, that's likely going to be the end of August when I'll go ahead and direct sow these with cooler soil temperatures. Snap peas, of course, these grow quickly and will need a trellis, so you'll want to get these in the ground as soon as cooler weather hits. And then we have all of our potential root vegetables like carrots, which will benefit from being direct sowed. And of course, radishes as well. Radishes are a great beginner one. Within 30 days, you'll be able to get a harvest. So plant these first for the soonest harvests. A lot going on in the month of August, but this is your way to really set yourself up for a strong fall garden. And beyond this, you can think about succession planting. Succession planting around our broccolis that will potentially harvest a little bit later in the season. So don't feel too much pressure, but you do also want to take advantage as much of the longer days that we're getting right now that are only losing minute by minute every day. Join me for your year-round garden in southern climates.